90% silver will be your ticket to freedom. We wouldn't be talking about this, my friends, today. I also have 6 graded coins on the side of me. I'll be showing those, what I paid for at least one of them back in January of 2024. I paid up for this one, but I did get a lot of these also cheaper from eBay in the shop as well at the time. I'll be showing you folks that as well in this video. So please help me out with the thumbs up. That really does help to push this video out. Thank you all so much. We are now over 9,000 subscribers. Currently, we're at 9,006 of us here on the channel. Don't forget, when we reach 10,000 subscribers, I'll be posting a big giveaway video. Especially if you live in the United States, you're eligible to win all the giveaways. Just need some help? Share this video out. This, my friends, let's get more people on this channel. If you're not yet subscribed, I looked at my analytics this morning. About 31% of you are not yet subscribed that have watched in the last 28 days. Why not subscribe? Have a chance to win this giveaway. Have a chance to win all the giveaways. Let's get into the video right now. Thank you for your support, by the way. 90% silver. Is it going to be your ticket to freedom? I say so. Yes, I am going to say that right out the gates. We need more 90% silver in our stacks, my friends. Even Bill Holter said last night. Many people maybe already watched that video from last night with Bill Holter. He was talking about 90% silver. How crucial it is. How there's not enough supply out there with all the melting going on. Look, we got a shortage on pennies. People are panicking over pennies right now. They made a lot more pennies than they made 90% silver, my friends. I've been saying this for at least a year and a half on this channel. Since I've been starting this channel, 90% silver is my passion. There's not enough to go around. Once the crap hits the fan, people are going to start waking up. And people are starting to wake up now. And they're starting to gobble up what's 90% silver is left. These coin shops and pawn shops that love to melt stuff down, they're going to eat their own words. There's not enough to go around. I agree with Bill Holter 100% on that. There's not enough to go around. You may see some people say, oh, there's plenty in my coin shop. There's 5-gallon buckets full of this stuff. It's not going to last forever, my friends. When people start waking up, I understand it's getting more and more expensive. Silver keeps rising in price. That's fine. In dollar terms. But we're going to need this for barter material, my friends. As I've said many, many times on this channel. You don't want to leave more money on the table than you don't have to. You wouldn't give a clerk at a grocery store or a Starbucks or McDonald's, wherever, more money than you have to. So why would you give up more silver than you have to? Why not own some more fractional silver now? Why the price is still pretty cheap? It is the cheapest source of silver to get right now in the United States of America. 90% silver is dirt cheap, comparing to a silver eagle. And I do agree with Bill Holter. Eventually, we're going to see this turn around. He's saying this is a short-time thing. Like I've been telling for the past several weeks to stop the melt. Stop the melt campaign is here. I've been a big advocate on this, along with Bill Holter has been a big advocate for 90% silver. If you think it's plenty available, it's not. Is it available? Yeah. It's going to be just as costly as silver eagles coming down the pipeline. So if you are interested in 90% silver, gold, platinum, copper, get it now, my friends. Don't wait. Check channel sponsor Pinbacks out. Right now, we're having a run at the shop for the $50. More so on the Franklin halves. We still have them in stock. We got more walking halves in stock. We got no 1964 Kennedys in stock. at the shop that I work for. Right now, Channel Sponsor Pinbacks does have walking halves in stock. They have Mercury dimes in stock. They got Franklin halves in stock. They got Washington silver quarters in stock. Something you want now. Grab it now before it's all gone. Because once it gets in the right hands, once this stuff gets in the right hands, and these coin shops must stop the melt now. We got to stop the melt. They're going to regret this by sending this stuff in. Once it's melted down, it's gone forever. And let's not react to the couple people on the channel, my friends, who say melt it all. Let them be the trolls. Let's not answer those people. Okay? Let's not get into a fighting contest, anything like that. Let them say what they want. They're going to eat their own words too when they say melt it all. That's an insult to U.S. currency. That's an insult to us here in the country. This is our history, my friends. People were using this literally every single day when it was in circulation for service and goods out there. We got to stop this melt. And I don't know how we're going to do it. But we got to keep the pressure on these coin shops and these pawn shops. I'm asking people to be nice to the coin shops and pawn shops. They are finding ways now. Some of these melters are starting to open back up again. Not all of them. Some of them are starting to open back up again. And they're continuing to melt. Some of these coin shops have their exit cards. They learned how to get creative, my friends. As I've said it before, they have learned. I've said that way before the smelters got shut down. Okay, I've said this way before. Get creative. Send out emails. Do flash sales. Some of them have done it. Right? Some of them have got very creative. Some of them choose not to buy it at all because they didn't want to deal a little bit with extra work. Shameful. Shameful to melt down our history. So yes, 90% silver will be your ticket to freedom. Smaller silver pieces in your stack. Never mind this 999 fractional stuff. You know, it's not bad to own, but it's getting expensive. It's getting more expensive. This is the cheapest way to stack silver right now. Why aren't people taking advantage of this right now? You know, if you can only afford a couple silver dimes, a couple silver quarters right now, grab it. That all helps stops the melt. If you can afford a couple rolls, check out Channel Sponsor Pinbacks. Let them know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. They also have 1 ounce very mint wrapped bars in stock. This is a sample. Okay, these didn't come from Pinbacks. This is one of the designs you might be getting from Channel Sponsor Pinbacks. Various mint bars. They come in 20 sheets, 20 in a sheet. Check them out. Let them know that Crazy Coin Shop Chris sent you. I don't make a commission off your sale. All that's going to do, when you let Michael O'Brien know, it helps with bigger giveaways down the road. I've always shown what's in this giveaway. Coming up at 10,000 subscribers. If you're not yet subscribed, you might want to be subscribed. You got a chance to win. Anybody can win in the United States. It might just be you. So come join Stop the Melt team. We need as many people as we can. I need everybody's on the same team. This is your home team to stop the melt. We got to get the word out there. Save our history today. Every single dime, every single quarter, every single half dollar, every single Morgan and Peace dollar. Don't matter how big and small it is. It all helps to stop the melt. It's in your hands. Just remember that. Get as much of this stuff as you can. That is my personal opinion. This is not financial advice. I urge people, if you don't believe me, go to Liberty and Finance. Go watch Bill Holter from last night. He's touting the same thing I've been touting for the past year and a half. He's been touting this about silver dimes. Silver dimes. 14 silver dimes makes an ounce of silver. Any $1.40 face. Any combination with the dimes, quarters, and halves is an ounce of silver. Just remember that. Every $1.40 face, any combination with dimes, quarters, or halves, is an ounce of silver. Yes, I know people saying, some people say, But Chris, 90% silver's getting expensive. Well, silver's gone up, that's all. Silver's gone up in price. It's got any more. Yeah, but we can sit here and talk about when we can got a roll of silver dimes for $100 a roll or less. We can sit here and say when we got silver halves for $200 or less per roll. Silver's price gone up. So yeah, your 90% silver is going up, but 90% silver is still relatively cheap to everything else out there. Don't wait, my friends. Do not wait when the premiums start creeping back up with 90% silver. It's going to happen sooner than later. When exactly? I don't know. Okay? I don't know. It's getting hard to source once again. It's been hard to source. Sometimes you get a little bit of a rush. Sometimes you see a little bit more coming in. We get a little bit more coming in. People still selling because they need money for taxes in the holiday season. And people didn't budget their currency, their dollar bill, the right way. They bought too much at one time, or they got caught into a pickle. It is what it is. But the ones who can afford it now, my friends, I don't care if you can only go to your coin shop and get 2 silver dimes, 2 silver quarters. Grab it up. This is so important to stop the melt. Every single coin that we can get our hands on, it stops the melt. It's not going to get melted down. Just remember that. You are a big cause every time you buy a couple coins or you buy a couple rolls. Maybe you can afford a $100 face bag right now. Whatever you can afford. Please, if you like 90% silver, go grab it. Go grab it up before it's gone. This is not trying to tell you to go buy it. It's really not. And once it's gone, it's going to be gone. Once it's melted down, it's gone forever. So we must stop the melt in the comments. Let's get this video out there too. Share this video out to people. Come join us. I hope everybody joins this campaign right now. It's free to join. Never a membership on this channel. Nothing wrong with any other channel out there that does a membership. I got nothing against them. This channel is always going to remain free. Let's move on real quick. Some people have gotten on my behind about graded coins. And I picked up, over time, these 6 Australian colorized snakes coins around. They weren't all around the same time. They were close to the same time. These are from the Royal Mint. Colorized snakes, MS69s, graded from NGC. As you can see, they're all the same coins. Colorized snakes. I'm not a big fan of colorized coins, but I just loved how these popped on the coin. Yes, they got the queen on the back if anybody's wondering about that. These are all graded coins. Some of these coins, should have grabbed the other receipts from my offside location when I grabbed these to show again. And some of these coins I got about $30. Right around the 2023 time. And then I got a couple more from eBay. And I'm going to show you the receipt from eBay on January 31st, 2024. I picked up one, as you can see. 2013, Year of the Snake. Lunar colorized snake, which is right here. I paid $49.99 for one coin. Well, back in silver in January 24th, silver was $23.01. Average price in January was $23.01. Yeah, did I pay for the case? You bet your bottom dollar I did back then. But some of these coins I got for $30. So, what's silver today? Around 52 and change, almost 53 right now as a recording of this video. I think I've done all right. I think I've done all right with these coins. So I looked on eBay. There was one similar, not the same exact color. Looked at sold listings. One recently sold for $89.99, but it was a best offer. So you couldn't really tell what it sold for. So you would think, you would assume the seller would go down to 85, maybe down to 80 bucks. Okay, maybe. Don't really know. So I'm looking at the shop today, and I'm trying to price them out and trying to find something close. Now, raw ones, uncolorized, are going for a little bit over melt, about 59, 60 bucks for raw. So where would we price these in the shop? I got really nothing to compare it to. One guy is trying to sell one for like over 236 bucks. Good luck with that, buddy. But one person's trying to sell one at 236 bucks. So where do I price these at the shop? Well, to be honest with you, I would go look at that one that's similar in color for $89.99. This is how I would base it on. And would probably assume the seller accepted it for $85. To be all fair. Okay? We don't really know that, though. So my offer would be to a buyer, probably 65 to 68 bucks, trying to sell it for 75 bucks a coin. Okay? Still did all right with them. All right? I still did all right. Most of these I got for about 33, 35 bucks. I did pay a couple of them for $49.99 each. I always say don't pay for the case, but if there's something you really like, then stack them. I've done all right. People were laughing at me. Now, are you laughing now, people? The ones that were laughing at me before when I was stacking these, when I've showed these a couple times on other videos, you're laughing now because I can get my money back what I spent and then some a little bit more, but then you got to count inflation in. Remember that. So no, these are not for sale. I'm not ready to sell these yet. Not ready to trade these yet. I just happen to like them. And no, I'm not going to spend $236 for one coin. That ain't going to happen. But when I see a deal out there on something, and I said way back then when I got these coins, I'm not worried about the price I paid. I know where silver's going. You know, when you get a gut feeling in your stomach, you got to pull the trigger when it's out there. Not really worry about the price. Like I've always said, Jake's Custom Pots really keyed this phrase. And a lot of you guys and girls know who Jake's Custom Pots is. You've seen him on videos. He's a moderator on a lot of different channels. He's a moderator on this channel. He kind of keyed the phrase, however you want to put it. The price is not going to matter. It's not going to matter in dollar terms, my friends, because the dollar is going away. It's not going to matter. You're going to be counting your money in ounces. In ounces of silver, in ounces of gold, in ounces of platinum, in ounces of copper. You're going to be counting your money in ounces. Not these. So what we need to do, what we should do, and this really works, once you become a stacker, answer this question if this is true for you. Once you become a stacker, do you start really looking at prices at the store and say, do I really need this? Do I want this? And really start thinking about it in silver terms, gold terms, platinum terms, copper terms, prices in that. Do you find yourself putting stuff back sometimes? Say, no, I really don't need this item. I would rather get it more silver, more gold, more platinum, more copper. Is that way some people think right now? Because that's how I'm thinking when I'm shopping. I'm pricing stuff. Is this worth an ounce of silver? Is this worth a silver dime? Is this worth a silver half? That's what you really got to start thinking in silver terms, especially silver. Because a lot of our purchases are really based on silver terms for most of us. Not all of us, but for most of us. You go into the convenience stores, you grab a bottle of soda or pop, wherever part of the country you're in. You grab a bag of chips. Maybe you grab a package of ding-dongs. And you get your gas. And maybe you put your gas in the credit card, but you decide, I'm going to get my chips, my soda, my pop, my pack of ding-dong cakes. And maybe you start pricing that into silver. Is it worth it? If you start thinking like that, you're going to make some decisions when you're out there buying everything you buy. In silver terms, gold terms, platinum terms, copper terms. Whatever you're stacking. And I tell you, you save more money that way and say no, I'd rather have more silver, gold, platinum, and copper in my stack instead of getting this junk food today. It does work. It works for me. That's how my brain works. And it's coming to America, my friends. People don't think the dollar's actually going to die. But all fiat currency fails. It all fails. And that's just the truth of it. And when the BRICS nations are getting away from U.S. currency, when the BRICS nations are stockpiling gold, silver, platinum, copper, they're all doing it, this, my friends. They're telling their people to stack. Why isn't U.S., Canada, Australia, parts of the UK, maybe even Germany, not telling their citizens to stack silver or gold, platinum or copper? Nothing. We're not being told this. People are starting to wake up. And I tell you, the first thing you're going to start seeing moving really mass off the shelves. Never mind the 2025 Silver Eagles, which is the hotcakes right now. 2025 Silver Eagles. Pinback still has those in stock. Check them out. It's going to be your 90% silver that will leave your store shelves first. Your coin shops are not going to have it. Your online dealers are not going to have this. In time. They're not going to have it. And some people say, well, there's always going to be something around. Well, yeah, there might be. But at what price? When are the mass people really going to start waking up to silver and gold? And when that day happens, this is going to be gone. That will be gone first. I guarantee it, that will be gone first. And I do put a 100% guarantee on that. Because we've seen it already. We've seen what happened back in March of 2023. Remember the preems was so high on 90% silver, we couldn't get our hands on it. Remember that? Remember the high preems, $9, $10 an ounce over spot? It was crazy. Now people are starting to dump it. People are starting to get a little older. Older people are starting to dump their hoards up. People are panicking because the smelters don't want it right now. Some smelters are not buying it. Some coin shops are not buying it. They're misleading you, my friends. Ignore the noise. I've been saying that for the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks on this channel. Ignore this noise right now. Who gives a rat's behind if the smelters want it or not? Somebody's out there is buying it. I'm seeing it with boots on the ground action. I'm talking with Pinbacks. They're seeing that people are still buying it. Really not buying nothing. Remember this. We're converting. I got to stop saying buying. We're not buying nothing. We're converting. We're not spending money when we're purchasing silver, gold, platinum, or copper. We're converting. That's all we're doing. We're not spending anything. We're taking a bad asset, trading it for the best asset best assets in the world. And I think silver is the best asset and is so undervalued. It's gonna rocket ship here. It's gonna do the moon eventually. Could we see triple-digit silver next year? Absolutely. It's not out of the question. But who really knows? I'm not saying it's going to. But there are some people that out there are saying it, and actually it makes a lot of sense because silver is so undervalued. So keep stacking as you can. This is not a video to make you go buy. You know how I run this channel. I'm your boots on the ground information because I work for the coin shop. Pinbacks is keeping us informed of what's going on as well. So you got boots on the ground from two angles. From a coin shop's angle and an online bullion dealer's angle as well. Nobody else is doing this on YouTube. Nobody else is doing your 90% silver market watch like I do every single Saturday morning. This week, I'm very proud to announce this will be my 66th, 6-6 market watch report. Not missed 1 week, my friends. I've been doing this for 66 weeks in a row for the 90% silver market watch. Not filled you folks yet, and I don't plan to. If I happen to miss a Saturday, I'll get the video out on a Sunday. Hopefully nothing happens where I don't get hurt or I get sick. I don't get sick too often. But hopefully I'm able to do it every single Saturday for a long time coming. And we will see how high I can go before I miss a week. 66 coming to you this Saturday. Don't miss it. Don't forget. That'll be we will pick the winner of this past giveaway as well. Have I done the video already? Yeah, I've done. You have to go back and find it in this week's videos if you're not yet entered in the giveaway. I'm not going to say what video it's in. I'm keeping people on their toes. With that being all said, I thank you for your time to watch today. Keep stacking as you can. Don't compare your stack with anybody else's stack. Worry about your stack. Not what I have, not what some other YouTuber has, not what you hear in the coin shop. Oh, I got 1,000 ounces of silver and I got 100 ounces of gold. Ignore all that noise. Worry about what you have. Worry about your stack. Don't compare your stack with anybody else's. Because I tell you, that will mislead a lot of people. That will turn people off in stacking. People say, I hear this all the time. I'm never going to get there. Yes, you will. Yes, you will, my friends, because I used to say the same thing too, and it takes time to stack. Most people who have been stacking for a while realize it takes time. It does not come overnight. But if you got questions, email me. My emails is always in every single description of every single video. Email me if you got questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I don't care how long you've been stacking for. For the newcomers, you gotta ask. Because that's the only way you're gonna learn. Ask questions. Thanks for watching. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out.